incredible show for you guys here. And you'll get to know, if you have a cup, Facebook Live. Hello, everybody. My name is Max Prados. Welcome to everyone here joining us in Miami and to everyone who is joining us streaming live on a digital platform, including ESPN FC, USA Today, Goal.com, Sky Sports News of the United Kingdom, all 18 Facebook pages of the teams. We'll introduce all 18 teams here shortly, and the International Champions Cup Facebook page as well. Why are we here? Well, we have a lot to get to. We are going to let you know about those 18 teams, the tournament pairings, what is new about the 2018 edition, and let me assure you, there's a lot of cool additions here across the board that will make this the biggest tournament we have ever had. No man can help me talk about this any better than Charlie Stilitano, the man who put this all together. It was his brainchild, the executive chairman of Relevant. He will be joining me on stage. Oh, boy. Hold on a second, Charlie. This is why I need all right, Charlie, come on up. I got it. Okay. All right, so thank you. Hey, Max.
Here we are again,
I've been
my friend.
clutching these things for 2 hours straight, and then I drop them at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, I found it myself.
And you know what I was also forgot to say is all the great guests we're going to have here.
Yes, it's going to be amazing. All the legends are coming up here, and we're going to ask them a few questions, some in Spanish from you.
I'll do my best.
Some in Italian
we got it
from
covered.
me. I'll do my best. And the rest can talk American. You notice how I didn't say English. I'm sorry, fellas.
It's English. We'll do our very best. So, hey, what can we look forward to? What's new about this tournament?
Look, first I wanted to take a second to thank Stephen Ross. Without him, this would never have happened. And John Scheinman and I have been at this for 19 years together. And I have to say, without Mr. Ross and Matt Higgins, it would have been impossible. The commitment they've made to us and really to all the teams out here is extraordinary, like nothing I've ever seen. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank Matt and Mr. Ross, Stephen Ross. And then my partner of 19 years, John Scheinman. Where are you? He's over there. He's always hiding in the background somewhere. He is the genius behind this crazy schedule. Look, I look at Andreas Kufner. He's like, no, I am the one. I am the one. The genius behind this. And I have to say, John sits in his room, and someone said to me, a legend, I won't say who it was because I don't want to embarrass him, said, God, guy always seems so angry. And I said, no, he's just thinking. He's thinking. And so that's John. He puts this all together. And then the best thing that's ever happened to Relevant, certainly one of the finest human beings I've ever met, and just a brilliant young man who has just brought so much energy, excitement, and really new ideas to the Relevant Sports and International Champion Cup, Danny Silman. And then before I forget, I want to thank our broadcast partners all over the world, and especially ESPN. They have been extraordinary partners. Scott Guglielmino, where are you? There he is. Just extraordinary. I think almost all our games are on ESPN, ESPN2 this year. And so that is no little feat for them to clear their schedule for these great teams. Thanks, Scott.
Very near and dear to me as well, as we'll get to see him broadcast on ESPN channels as well throughout the summertime. I've been with you on these tournaments many times, and I've seen it grow. So what growth are we going to see this time around? I see that cheeky grin on your face.
You were the first. We started our Champions World Series really in 2003. And you and Giorgio Canaglia, rest his soul, were the
broadcasters. That was a lifetime experience for me. I got to travel around the country following football clubs. It doesn't get better than that.
I've just realized I've launched a lot of careers. Yours, Tommy Smith.
You take all the credit.
No, I'll take the credit.
Tommy Smith is can't take credit for Tommy.
No, I gave him his first job.
But he's all right.
With the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars. Of course I take credit.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, Charlie. So what do we got? What this is bigger than we've ever seen before. And we talk about 18 teams, but
18 teams, 27 games, 27 matches. 22 cities throughout the world. And we're going to have one table at 18 teams. They're going to show that later, but I figure I'd give a little preview. 18 teams. And after every game, if it's a draw, we're going to have a shootout, penalty shootout. And then we're going to present the cup to the team that wins at their first home game, domestic home game in the coming season.
So they start the season, and before they kick off anything, they get it.
They
and
get
I
a
love
trophy.
tables. I love seeing tables.
Yeah,
so we have
yeah.
a proper tournament this time around.
Yeah, we do. We do. So it'll be one
People
winner,
want to win.
one global winner, which will be great. We've had it segmented in the past, but this will be one winner throughout the world.
So that is the main tournament we're going to see. But there are some other things coming off the shoulder of the main tournament that is also new to 2018. I know you've told me you want to fill in everyone on those details because it's really cool.
Well, we're starting a futures tournament, and this year we're going to have 8 teams participating from the International Champions Cup teams, as well as 8 teams from the U.S. The best of the U.S., if you will, are going to be playing in a youth tournament. We're going to try to recreate. We're working with ESPN to create a Little League World Series, if you will, of soccer. So under 14s will get to see the future of the game.
That's
so that should
incredible.
be
Yep.
amazing. And then we announced our women's tournament, which is going to take place this year for the first time. And we've gotten about a dozen teams and clubs that have said, what about my women's team? So next year we're going to expand that. This year will include Man City, PSG, and Chelsea, and Charlotte, help me.
The Courage.
North Carolina Courage, thank you. And then we're also having, as Danny mentioned earlier, we're going to have a House of Soccer, which is an entertainment center, really, around some of the key games. And it really highlights, if you will, a parent doesn't have to come with their kids and just see the game, which is extraordinary, but they get to spend a day there, get to interact with different soccer activities. Should be a lot of fun.
Very inclusive tournament. We saw it last year with the Barcelona-Real Madrid game here, and it was an interactive area. It was fantastic, and it was very well attended. All right. So let's get this off and running. I'm going to reorganize these cards. In the meantime, we're going to introduce you to the 18 teams that will be participating in the 2018 International Champions Cup. See you in a second.
Real Madrid, Tottenham Hotspur, Juventus, AC Milan, Manchester City, Liverpool FC, FC Barcelona, Manchester United, FC Bayern, Chelsea FC, Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal, Sevilla FC, AS Roma, Inter, Borussia Dortmund, Benfica, Atletico de Madrid.
That's what you call some heavy hitters right there.
Sure are.
How about that, folks? How about the teams that we're going to be seeing here? And I say here, but we're going to see these teams everywhere.
Everywhere. We have 8 of the final 8 Champions League quarterfinalists. We have 12 of the final 16 in the Champions League this year. Not bad.
That's incredible. So you've seen these. We'll see 4 of them playing for the European Cup here the next couple weeks.
We will. We will.
That's the who. Okay, we showed you who's going to be on. This is well. Let me tell you something, because I know this is a passion project for you. When you look at these teams, those relationships that you made from these teams as well. What comes to mind about having to exchange your time with these clubs?
For me, it's been a pleasure. I joke around all the time. People say, how you doing? I say, my life is perfect. It is perfect.
You love this sport.
Yeah, I love the sport. I love the people in the sport. I love the passion. And it's all, for me, every day I wake up, it's the perfect day, I have to say.
Okay, so we're going to see a lot of class here. And again, this is a global tournament, and we'll show you where everyone's going to be playing here shortly. We showed you who's going to be attending. Now let's show you the how.
Welcome to the 2018 International Champions Cup. Of the world's most iconic and influential clubs compete. All 18 clubs play 3 matches each, but there will only be one champion. Showcasing soccer's elite and iconic venues with historic matchups. Featuring 90 of the world's top 100 players and the reigning champions of the English Premier League, Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, French League One, German Bundesliga, and Portuguese Primeira Liga, with the last 13 UEFA Champions Leagues winners and all 8 UEFA Champions League quarterfinalists. A global tournament that spans 3 continents, 22 cities, 8 countries, 24 exciting days, and 27 unforgettable matches. The International Champions Cup would like to introduce football royalty. Our guests have individually collected 52 First Division titles, 38 domestic cup titles, 17 UEFA Champions League titles. These legends have won the UEFA Cup 5 times, the European UEFA Super Cup 15 times, the FIFA Club World Cup twice, the Intercontinental Cup 5 times. In attendance, we have 8 World Cup winners. So, we can safely say, champions meet here.
Okay, that's a lot to absorb. How about that? We're going to break it down for you. You know what? The one thing that grabbed my attention is
you get my exercise here today.
You got to look good. It's Miami.
I feel good.
You're going to hit that pool later. You have that table of 18 teams. No one wants to be at the bottom of that table.
No.
No.
Oh,
they want to
without
be at the
question.
top when you look at it every day.
Well, you know, the champions, this International Champions Cup has really gained prestige. And I have to say, I remember the early days, they would refer to it in the papers in Europe in particular, because that's really how you judge how you're being seen. And they would say it's a friendly match.
Yeah.
And then they would
It's
say—
a dirty word.
Yeah, dirty word. Don't use the word friendly match. And then they would have, as we went on, they say, oh, a friendly match, that's a high-level friendly match. And amichevole deluso, they would say in Italian. Oh, it's like fancy, you know what I mean? Now, they refer to it as the International Champions Cup.
There you go.
And it's great. They actually talk about the game itself, and I think they're blown away. Last year, we had almost 1 million spectators. I know we're going to crush that number this year with 27 games.
Fantastic. And we know we have a lot of spectators listening right now. They're really excited about this tournament. We are now going to introduce a man who needs no introduction, but I'm going to do it anyway. He's a 5-time European Cup champion, and no man has played more minutes in a World Cup than this next guest of ours. Paolo Maldini, come on stage and join us.
Thank you.
By the way, one thing you'll see about these legends, they all look like they can still play, and I'm sure you can. You still kicking around a little bit?
I can't even walk now.
Yeah. Well, Paolo, we were talking about the importance of these games, and people call them friendlies. You don't call them friendlies. These games mean a lot.
I mean, I played, some friendly games with Charlie, and they were pretty. They were good, but friendly games. But after last year, after what Irrelevant did in the last years, and after the Classico,
Right here in Miami.
Yeah, right here in Miami, there was an absolutely a friendly match. It was a real game.
I remember when you and Shevchenko, even a couple years before that, you saw Chelsea and Real Madrid going at it in one of our finals, and you were both surprised by how hard the players were playing, and when they scored goals, they were excited.
I was a player. I mean, you play to win. You can't play, just to lose or to participate.
Well, you're a winner. I always say that. I grew up as a kid. I wore number 3 for Cabrini, but I fell in love with number 3 because of you. Okay, I want you to know that. But when I look at what you've done in the game, I always say you're one of the great winners, and you say to me, yeah, but I lost a lot too.
I lost a lot, it's true, because I lost a World Cup final, European final, 3 Champions League finals, but at the end, I won a lot.
But
so
you're a winner.
I've been lucky. I mean, I love this game. Let me tell you, I really love this game.
Bring back the tough moments, Charlie.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, I have to tell you, one of my heroes, and he and Sir Alex Ferguson are our 2 legends. We couldn't bring Sir Alex because none of you guys would understand him when he spoke. But we'll have him here next time. One of the great thrills of my life is having dinner with Paolo and Sir Alex. And about halfway through the dinner, Paolo's going like this, shaking his head.
What's he saying?
Shaking his head, yes. And then he says to me later, I don't understand a word he said. And Sir Alex says to me, that Paolo, what a bright man. We were talking all night.
He's a great man of sport. I love him.
Fantastic. Yeah. All right, Paolo, thanks for joining us. We'll see
you.
you throughout this afternoon.
Thank you, Paolo.
Paolo Maldini. I would say, I don't want to be disrespectful. I'll say arguably the greatest defender, but we have 3 other people in this room, this room that you could say the same thing about.
I saw Lothar looking at him when he said most minutes played in World Cup. Lothar has most games played in World Cup, followed by Klose, but he played more minutes because he played all the overtime games. That's the difference. You won in regular time, Lothar.
We'll see. We'll Lothar in a bit. Hey, let's get to the games, and let's begin with our first matchup that we're going to detail, and we'll talk about all 27 of them.
Great.
All right. Okay, here we go. So our first game that we're going to talk about now, everyone's going to play 3 times. Liverpool and Dortmund. We're going to welcome in the legends for these 2 clubs. Sami Hyypiä, representing Liverpool, and Patrick Owomayela of Borussia Dortmund.
I don't know if I would be very thrilled to play at the back there because you have half of the pitch behind you. But they are playing great attacking game, and hopefully that brings us to success in the Champions League this year.
And it's funny because when he came, I remember Klopp saying something to the effect of, well, within 5 years I should win the league one time. We'll see how we do. But success has come pretty quickly to him. Semifinals of the Champions League. Does this surprise you at all?
No, I knew already from my time in Germany that he's a good manager, and I think he's very strict that he keeps his ideas and put the ideas of the heads of the players, and it's up to the players then to put it on the field, and at the moment they are doing it very well.
Are they going to win it? They're going to win it? I think so. I think they're going to win it. Do you think? Come on.
Yeah, I hope they will.
Yes. We have the other 3 teams coming up here.
All right. I had a feeling this morning. I was tossing. It was like Liverpool's going to win it, but we'll see.
It's 2 tough games against Roma now, and
fair enough.
Then the final.
All right. Patrick, Sammy, thanks for joining us up here. Thank you. I see you're like the little boy comes out in you when you're talking to these football legends.
We were out in the house of soccer, and all the little kids were around us. And you don't mind me telling the story, do you, Julian? We were there, and here's a great player in his own right, and we're around all these legends, and I just said, I feel like a little kid, and Julian goes, me too.
The legends you will see all stay in great shape, and they all dress really good. Yeah. And we're going to turn, you're a little boy, I'm going to turn a little boy. It's what we have next. It is, well, first, let me tidy up really quick. Liverpool will be playing Man City at MetLife Stadium July 25th, July 28th. They'll be playing Manchester United at Ann Arbor in the Big House. Dortmund, July 20th, Chicago, Man City. And then the 25th in Pittsburgh, they'll be playing Benfica. I'll be filling in with all the details there, but check the International Champions Cup website for all the particulars. Spurs and Milan. This is incredible who we're going to bring up here. And I'm going to turn a little boy. Osvaldo Ardiles, Spurs legend, one of my all-time favorites. Franco Baresi and Daniele Massato of AC Milan. Come on up here and join us. How about this?
sì, sì.
Every time I say someone does a really good defensive play during my broadcast, I go, that was a Franco Baresi play.
It's normal for me in the bench.
Oh, yeah? We're going to figure this out. We have 4 stools. We have 5.
The last
Here,
5 minutes
I'll
is
you
okay.
sit here.
Look, you guys, here it is.
All right.
Bene. The Italians, we complicate everything,
This is-
we Italians.
All right, let's go.
I am in a disadvantage. It's 2 against 1 here.
I know. You got your hands full. Ozzy, I'm a student of the game, and when you joined Tottenham Hotspur, there weren't many South American or Argentine players playing in the Premier League. What was that like? And you look now, and you have Mauricio Pochettino, who's the coach, and so many players from Argentina have broken through. What was it like back then?
Well, it was pretty difficult, of course, to come from Argentina and to go and play, especially in England, where it was incredibly physical. The game was very, very physical at the time, so it was quite difficult. But somehow we were a little bit lucky. When I said we, because I arrived with Ricky Villa at Tottenham, so it was a great, great time.
I remember the '78 World Cup when Italy was the only team that beat the world champion Argentina.
here we go.
Roberto Bettega, head ball, I remember. Yeah. No,
Who was
not
there-
head
who
ball,
was there at
kick-
the end?
kick-
I don't remember, but carry on, carry on.
Good point, good point. I wanted to bring up Paolo Maldini just for 1 second, if I
Because
could.
it's good optics with Maldini next to Baresi, correct?
Yes.
And we have an empty stool.
I have a quiz question for you. If I fall over, somebody catch me. Davide, you to me, eh?
You got about 4 inches back there.
Okay, I think I got 4 inches up here. I have a quiz. You guys can answer the quiz, okay? These 2 guys played together for AC Milan 196 times together in the center of the field, okay? How many goals did they give up in 196 games?
Maybe
Right,
six.
come.
10? Wow, that's good defense.
No, how many goals did AC Milan
Vieri
give
says
up
10.
with these defenders? 196 games.
So 1 goal a game they gave was 196. That'd be decent.
100?
29 goals. Not bad, no?
29. That's like .025 goals.
Yeah, it's true. And Frankie counted them all. In fact, Christian was telling the story how he hated to play in practice against you guys because he can never touch the ball, this is normal for us. Now, let me ask you. I call you captain. You call him captain. Ma c'è questa... Ma tu sei sempre capitano. Sempre rispetto, no?
Certo, ma nella storia del Milan credo che ci siano stati pochi capitani, ma grandi capitani. Quindi.
Franco said that there was the story of Milan, and I'm a little kid right now. I'm 10 years old at a microphone. The story of Milan is very few captains, but great captains.
Io ho preso il testimone da Rivera.
He
e
took
io
it to Johnny
poi-
Rivera, my hero,
E poi ho lasciato il testimone a Paolo, credo che
and then it went to Franco Baresi,
Did he say he took it?
scrivere
Yeah,
una storia
and then
così.
it went to Paolo
Yeah.
Maldini. Right, and Rivera, that's right. Johnny Rivera took it, who lifted the cup, the Champions League Cup at Wembley. Johnny Rivera took it from Cesare Maldini, who then
50 years for captain.
how many years? 50 years, 4 captains. Wow, not bad. In America, we change a captain every half.
Our
We
country.
Flip the coin. We flipped the coin. Daniele, you were a young guy in 1982 when you won the World Cup. You and Franco, and then in '94 we're all here for the. I didn't call you a loser. You said that. Okay. In '94 World Cup. Great moments, sad moments. What sticks out with you in your career now?
But the first time the first year I played in Fiorentina, and in the same year I played for national in Spain. I didn't play 1 minute, but
You got a trophy.
yeah, I have the
you got an
trophy.
award.
And after 12 years, go back in the national team, and I'm so sorry I missed the penalty in the final.
I didn't want to.
Oh,
bring
it's all
it up.
coming out. It's all coming out now.
No.
But,
Let's move on to a new topic here.
This is the soccer.
Okay.
It's like a Fellini movie.
I'll ask all three of you guys this. Gattuso, he has some success. Has he surprised you how quickly he's brought Milan back up?
I think he's doing a great job. It's a new team. They bought a lot of players. They bought 12 players, so it's not easy for him. But I think that the experience he had with the youth team and also in Greece and Switzerland, made him a very, very good coach. Also, the experience he had as a player with a great coach like Ancelotti.
Credo che ora il Milan abbia un'anima.
He feels that Milan has a soul now.
Gattuso è riuscito a trasmettere ai giocatori quello che cosa vuol dire giocare col Milan.
He thinks he's transmitted to the players what it means to play for
a
Milan.
coinvolgerli nelle sue idee, nel suo pensiero, e quindi la squadra è più solida e più convinta, e questo ha portato dei risultati.
He's been able to convince the team to really help coach them, to have self-belief, and really to be a solid team. And for him, it's been positive. Can Milan, we remember the days of, in 20 years, 8 Champions Leagues? 8 Champions League finals in 20 years, I think, finals.
It's a high bar.
I won 2, 3, and 5.
2, 3, and 5.
Champions League.
0.
And
We got to ask him about
for
Spurs.
me, it's
World Cup. No World Cup.
No World Cup. Here we go again.
Can Milan be great again? Can it be great again like they were in the past?
maybe. Ringo and I now signed 3 years of the contract. I think it's possible going up AC Milan, go back in Champions League in the top level.
Great.
We asked about Milan. Let's ask Spurs. They're hitting some new heights. What do you think about the new team with Pochettino and Harry Kane and Dele Alli and the trajectory they are on?
Yeah, we are doing extremely well under the guidance of Mauricio Pochettino. He's doing an excellent job. Tottenham right now have established into the very best teams in England, and we have done as well very well in the Champions League, playing against Juventus and Real Madrid, for example. So the future is we are going to have a new stadium next year. So the future is very rosy for us.
Fantastic. The new stadium has NFL lines, so maybe the Dolphins
No,
can pop in.
they have 2 fields.
They have 2 fields.
One field pops in for the NFL, and one field pops in for Spurs. Probably the nicest stadium, one of the nicest stadiums in the world when it's finished, I understand.
I think it is going to be, yes. I mean, every time a new stadium come up is better than the one before.
Sure.
So I think for football, it's going to be the very best stadium in England and probably in the world as well, yes.
As for this game, Spurs Milan, July 31st in Minnesota. Paolo, Franco, Daniele, it's Ozzy. Thank you for joining us. Gracias. Franco. We went 4 wide there.
See? By the way, you guys don't know this, but I'm going to get in
How
trouble,
about that?
trouble after this.
He's going to get in a lot of trouble. He's
I'll
supposed to
get in trouble.
tighten it up a little bit. So,
Okay.
real quickly, Spurs, July 25th, will play Roma in San Diego. July 28th, they will play Barcelona at the Rose Bowl. And then Milan will play Manchester United also at the Rose Bowl on July 25th. They'll play Barcelona at Levi's Stadium in Northern California, August the 4th.
Great.
Let's move to the next game. The matchup we are highlighting is Bayern Munich, Manchester City. They'll be playing July 28th right here in Miami. Let's welcome in 2 world-class defenders, Lothar Matthäus representing Bayern, Julian Lescott for Manchester City. And Lothar, he demands that you sit next to him because he wants to take credit for your career as well. Julian.
Sorry.
I'll start with Julian.
Okay.
I heard an interesting story about how you found out Manchester City won the Premier League title. Is that accurate? You kind of got off a plane and...
Yeah, I was traveling over, then as we landed, a Spurs fan actually said congratulations. I was like, oh, okay. Just for being here, I thought he was saying congratulations. And then we found out that United had lost.
Yeah, just for some background, you weren't familiar, they were playing West Brom, who are last, at home. So Manchester United, you assumed they won. So you probably assumed that. And then lo and behold.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, Man United being at home, we thought they would win. But in the benefit of City, and especially the players were out celebrating, watching the game, and it was a great occasion.
You're part of the emergence of Man City? There was a while where they were in the championship. No one was really hearing them. And then you and a group of people were the beginning of this revitalization. What was that process like for you?
That was amazing. Obviously, the best time of my career. The fact that we all came together and the speculation of the motivation why we joined the club. We all had a similar motivation, and that was to win titles, and we've continued to do that over the past 5 years.
Excellent.
Julian, you had 3 managers won the league. The past 7 years, I guess it is. You've won 3 times. Is that right? I can't remember if I got it right. Or is it 5 years?
Five,
years.
6 years.
Okay. Pellegrini, Mancini, and Pep Guardiola. What do you see that Pep brings to the team?
Well, we all hoped, obviously, he would bring titles, firstly and foremost, but the style that he's done it has been remarkable. I think every fan across the world has enjoyed the way Man City have played this year, and hopefully that continues into next season.
Great. Lothar.
Yes, Charlie.
I brought Lothar Matthäus over here in 1999. Do you remember?
I remember.
2000.
He was visiting me in Germany. We had a nice time.
We did.
And we was very fast clean with a contract.
Yeah.
And then I finished my career in the States, in New York, by the Metro Stars. And Charlie was always a good friend next to me.
But you said that I abandoned you. I got fired. I wasn't abandoned. Yeah.
But for me,
It worked out for you.
You are till today a good friend, a very good friend, and this is more important than some business together.
Thank you, Lothar. Thank you. Thank you. Lothar, you saw Bayern Munich this year. Started out slowly. You changed my friend Carlo Ancelotti. You changed the manager. Did you expect the success that Heynckes has brought?
No, we didn't accept, but in this moment it was only the best idea from Bayern Munich to take Jupp Heynckes back like a coach. He knows the club. He has it in the blood. He knows the management. He knows the players. He knows mentality from Bayern Munich, and I think he make a very good job. Nobody was believing Bayern Munich is after 28 game days the German champion again, because after 5-6 games in the championship, Bayern Munich was 5 points behind Borussia Dortmund, and then is coming the new coach, and this new coach was changing very fast everything, and was making a amazing job, not only in the Bundesliga, the same in the Champions League. They play now against Real Madrid, and I think they have really a great chance to win the triple, the cup, the German championship, and maybe 3 games more, the Champions League title.
Well, let me ask you, when I've been to, and I've got to know the people over the years at Bayern Munich, it's really a family club. It's not really run like a business as much as it seems like it's one big family.
It's business too, in a different way.
Okay.
In a different way, in the family way. Yeah,
Okay.
we have a completely different system, like the clubs in England, like clubs in Italy or in Spain. But the system is working well, and they won this year the 28 championship title in Germany. They are still under the best 4 teams in Europe. Today they play the cup semi-final in Leverkusen. I think Bayern Munich make every year a great job with good players, with good management, and the team spirit is amazing.
Great. Thank you, Lothar. Thank you, Julian.
I want to ask Julian really quickly, because Manchester City plays Liverpool July 25th, MetLife. Is that's going to sweeten the pot a little bit for the Man City crew?
Yeah, obviously. In recent weeks, it's not been great against Liverpool, but going into that game and preparing for the new season, I'm sure tensions will be high, and City will be determined to win.
You can see that. That's will be MetLife Stadium July 25th. Julian, Lothar, thank you.
Thank you.
It's a business, but a family business. Hey, Julian, pleasure. Good to see you. This is my favorite part, the handshakes. Yeah. It's pretty cool. Yeah. So, I told you about Man City, Liverpool, July 25th. July 20th, they will be at Soldier Field to take on Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Munich will take on Juventus in Philadelphia, July 25th, and they will face Paris Saint-Germain. To be confirmed, the date there, it will be in Klagenfurt.
Easy for you to say.
So you would say it. This is a global tournament, just as a reminder. All right, moving right along. Our next matchup is Benfica and Juventus, which you can see July 28th. Red Bull Arena in the New York area, there in Harrison, New Jersey. We'd like to welcome in Nuno Gomes, representing Benfica, David Trezeguet for Juventus. Gentlemen. All right.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Just don't drop your cards, Charlie. I already did that.
I didn't do it. I'll ask the first question.
Do it.
Ma prima era rigore o no?
That's
I
the
asked
question
him
everyone's asking.
if it was a penalty kick or not. Some of you guys may have seen a game the other day.
Let's do a show of hands. Who thought that was in the Juventus game against Real Madrid? Who thought it was a penalty? Yeah, a show. Who thought it was? It was not. One person said yes. All right. I guess not as many people thought or watched it. The penalty, 2-1.
Comunque
Bam,
lo
bam.
sai, è troppo tardi, ormai è troppo tardi.
It's too late now. It's past. It's
Water
past.
under the bridge.
Senti, Davide, quando io vedo il calcio italiano, io ricordo bene quando tu hai cominciato, che è proprio una delle più grandi leghe del mondo. Pensa che Serie A adesso cresce un po' come prima?
Sì, è vero che
I just asked him that when he started in Serie A, I'm looking at people like Lothar, when it was clearly the best league in the world at that time, and it was some of the best players in the world, of course. And obviously, it's been a bit of a downturn lately. Do you think that Serie A is going to rise again?
sì, è vero che ci sono dei cambiamenti. Io spero che comunque sono in positivo. Io ho avuto la fortuna di conoscere o di arrivare nel 2000, dove mi sono ritrovato. Prima di tutto vorrei fare un saluto a tutti questi legends che per me
First, he wants to greet all the legends,
e in tanti ho avuto la possibilità di giocare contro,
and especially the ones I've got to play
però
against.
in tanti sono stati dei miei modelli.
Yeah,
Sure.
and many of these, thank you, Lothar, many of these great players were his models.
La Juve sta lavorando, il calcio italiano sta lavorando per migliorare questo campionato che deve tornare ai massimi livelli.
And Juve and the other teams in Italy are all working hard to raise the level, to get back to the maximum level.
Si sa, è stato evidente che il calcio italiano ha avuto un calo importante,
It's clear that there was the moment with lately the Italian calcio has gone down.
però adesso piano piano si sta tornando a vedere di nuovo quel campionato italiano che sta ritrovando i suoi valori.
And they're starting to see now, though, an uptick, if you will, and you're starting to see the true values of the quality of Italian football.
Questo credo che sia la linea da seguire o da proseguire, perché comunque il campionato italiano è stato per tutti noi, credo al di là di quello che non ha conosciuto il campionato italiano, è stato un campionato unico, fantastico e un modello molto, molto forte per tutti noi che abbiamo, almeno quelli che hanno giocato in quella lega.
And he remembers, and all the great players that played in the Italian league in those days. I'm looking at many of the legends here. Knew what the quality was and how great the Italian football was during those days.
Comunque bisogna migliorare, questo lo sanno benissimo,
We got to get better. They know that well.
e io credo che ci siano dei valori, ci siano dei diversi personaggi, qua ci sono tanti,
Yeah.
italiani che possono dare un grosso contributo e una grossa mano al miglioramento del calcio italiano.
And there's people here that we see that can give a real hand to Italian football and help it get back where it was. Bene. That's done. Bene.
But ask Nuno, Benfica's known as the team of the people. What does that mean to you, and why does that make this brand, this team so important?
Well, first of all, I would like to say also, like David, I grew up looking at those legends. We are the same age, and I also played in Italy. So if you look at the teams in Italy, you can easily find 6, 7 teams, top teams, historic teams. So I wish that Italian football, Italian league, can become as it was in the past, because it was one of the strongest leagues in the world.
You see it improve. I mean, because we almost had 2 semi-finalists in the Champions League. Almost.
Yeah.
Almost.
It could be a beginning, because
Yeah.
if you look at the teams and the trophies that the legends and the teams they won in the past, so I know that maybe England, the Premier League, Spanish League, and German League, they are one step forward now, but in the past, the Italian league was one of the biggest leagues in the world. For your question, Benfica in Portugal, comparing to other countries, Portugal is smaller. Most of the Portuguese people are Benfica fans. That's why we are the team of the persons in Portugal. And also historically, Benfica won already 2 Champions League in the past. It was the team of Eusebio. I don't know if you remember him. And that's why Benfica has fans everywhere.
And there's a lot of Portuguese folks in the United States. Is that exciting
Yes,
to bring Benfica because we have big community in Boston, in Toronto, Northern California,
also New Jersey. Yes.
Do you feel that when you guys are here?
It's very proud for us to return to this competition again, and it's true that we have Portuguese everywhere. So for the club, it's also important to be next and close to the Portuguese immigrants that living in the United States.
Small country, big heart. We like that.
And many
great
great
football.
players. Great
football.
players.
Also.
Nuno, David, thank you for joining us. David, hang out with those two. Look like $1 million. Hey, by the way, you're gonna be thrilled to hear this. Apparently, we crashed the internet. Hundreds of thousands viewing on all the streaming services.
Nice.
We were down for a bit without any help from Beyonce or the Kardashians.
Well,
we did it with the football legends.
Yeah, I thought it was a lot of women tuning in to see me. So
That may have been the case. So thank you to all the ladies out there who've joined us who want to see where their favorite teams are going to play. Real quick, Benfica will play Sevilla July 20th in Zurich, and they'll play Borussia Dortmund July 25th in Pittsburgh. Juventus and Bayern Munich July 25th in Philadelphia, and then against Real Madrid August the 4th at FedEx Field in the Washington, D.C. area. I know you're happy about the crashing part. That's pretty cool.
No, that was great.
All right, Atletico Madrid, Inter Milan will face each other in Madrid August the 12th. Let's welcome in Christian Vieri, Ivan Zamorano, two of the guys with the better nicknames in all of football. Dude. Ivan, I've been enjoying these guys as broadcasters too. I don't know if you're on beIN Sports and Ivan Zamorano on Univision. Saw you at the Toronto game.
Yes,
it was
thank
good.
you so much. Very good.
Super bien.
Super bien.
During the CONCACAF Champions League, it's all coming together.
I think he's more comfortable if we speak Italian, or do you want to speak Spanish with Max?
A little.
¿En español? Okay. All right. You asked about Simeone, right? Este es un partido de Simeone porque es una leyenda para los dos equipos, para Atlético e Inter Milan. Como figura, ¿cómo fue Diego?
Bueno, primero que todo, buenos días a todos. Feliz de poder participar en esta maravillosa copa.
Good
Y
morning,
feliz de
everyone.
compartir
Happy to
con
be
todas
here.
las leyendas, que de verdad da gusto estar con todos ellos. Sí, me parece que el Cholo ha sido una leyenda para Inter, para Atlético Madrid. Y en realidad este partido seguramente va a realizar con la imagen del Cholo, ¿no? Para nosotros, como Inter, me parece que no le ha ganado nunca al Atlético Madrid. Así que me parece que esta copa es la oportunidad como para poder demostrar algo y poder ganar.
I'm going to say the important stuff. He says that Inter has never beaten Atletico Madrid, so this is a great opportunity for them to get that victory. Again, great to be here with all the legends and see everyone. And this is really the figure of Cholo Simeone, and he's an incredible figure that has played for both these teams. So it's very important feature about all of this.
He's been a legend for each of the teams, Simeone. I mean, he really has been a key player in both teams during his career. And now he's brought, an incredible winning spirit to Atletico Madrid. Per tanti anni, sicuro Atletico Madrid è difficile vincere in Spagna. Ma adesso con Simeone vincono, vado a compiere campione finale, hanno fatto benissimo.
Sì.
I was just saying that for many years, Atletico Madrid couldn't get over that hump to win the league, to win, to get into the Champions League final, as they have 2 times in the past 6-7 years. And, what has Simeone brought to the table that has changed things?
Me parece que Diego es un tipo que siente mucho el fútbol, mucha pasión. Desde que de alguna manera él jugaba al fútbol, él sentía eso. Y en realidad yo creo que hoy día ha hecho del Atlético Madrid un equipo discreto a un equipo ganador, a un equipo con corazón.
Yeah, I know.
He's with Inter, I'm with
know.
Atletico.
I understand that. I understand that.
He wanted to ask everything. We can all talk about everything.
But look, he said he brings a winning spirit. He's the Cholo. As a kid, he brings a winning spirit, Simeone, to Atletico Madrid. But I was really directing it to you there.
Yeah, it's too late.
It's okay, Charlie.
It's too late.
Okay.
Perfecto la pregunta.
Let me just say something.
I think
to you.
Bam Bam wanted to answer that question.
Let me just say something to you. The best shoes in the house.
best shoes.
Right there.
These are Miami shoes, man.
These are Miami
You've been enjoying
shoes.
life in Miami, huh?
Okay.
Of course.
Let's go to Mr. Vieri, who grew up in Australia, Italian national team star, one of the best strikers I've ever seen, ever.
That's because I'm here.
Well, I'm seeing you right now. But one of the great strikers in Italian football history and in Spain. Atletico Madrid, at 24 games, you scored 24 goals, won the Pichichi Award. How was it playing in Spain versus playing in Italy?
First of all, hello to the legends. Good morning to everyone. Spain was amazing. Had the best time of my life.
I thought Miami was the best part of your life.
After football. Played in Atletico, was fantastic, had fantastic players, had a fantastic season, and I really enjoyed it, so it was amazing. It's harder to play in Italy. There's more tactics. It's more difficult. And you have Baresi and Maldini kicking the shit out of you, so it was harder. But Spanish football was amazing, I have to say.
And the fans, Atletico, to me, to Spain, and this is all due respect to the great clubs in Spain, because there's so many of them, but the Atletico fans seem to have an incredible passion.
They scream the whole 90 minutes. Yeah. They would be screaming my name the whole 90 minutes. It was fantastic. They have one of the best fans in Spain, and it was a big honor to play for them. It was really fun.
Bam Bam, ¿cómo te parece el futuro de Inter? ¿Va a salir mejor? ¿O?
Yo creo que nosotros, esperamos que de alguna manera siga creciendo, ¿no? Los últimos años han sido difíciles, pero me parece que el club está cambiando. Creo que este año da una muestra, sobre todo en los primeros partidos, de que el equipo está en progreso, y esperamos que en un corto o mediano plazo el equipo vuelva a ser el equipo de siempre, el equipo que tiene más hinchas en el mundo y el equipo más pasional, y ojalá que se gane el Scudetto.
Asked him about the future of Inter. He says right now they're going through a rough time, but that the club will return to being one of the